Hey guys, how you doing? Mike Tannic back here with more Hearts of Iron 4 La Resistance action, where we are continuing on as China. And guys, things are about to get exciting around here. I know we've been kind of grinding along for the past couple episodes. Not really able to make a move against the Japanese in any way, shape, or form, since we kicked them out of the Asian mainland and took their conquered territory, which we are now occupying and getting some resistance on. But obviously, we need to get to viewer comments because that is going to be one of the ways in which we get out of this mess. So the first comment from Riyadh, Zukik, who's been a friend of the channel, who's commented on damn near every video with helpful advice. Obviously, guys, we need to make paratroopers. I'm not going to be able to invade navally, but I can take them out by air. We've done some pretty good work with our Air Force as far as gaining superiority in certain zones and things of that nature. So here's what I did. Let me show you. We are researching Paratroopers 1, and we are also researching transport ships. That's why the main reason I have not been able to navally invade. And even if we had them, if we had naval transports, we wouldn't be able to invade because the Japanese are too mega. But I'm doing that just as a contingency. So we can at least, if we do land with paratroopers and take over a nice port, we can send some reinforcements their way and what have you. So let's go ahead and check out our air situation. Now, we do have this warning here. Oh, they are bombing us. Okay, so, yeah, they're in eastern China bombing us. And we do have the level 1 anti-aircrafts there, I believe. Do we not? I thought we built one. Yeah, okay, we did. Kind of, but yeah, we should probably build a few more backups here because we have them all along the coast, but none inland. And it looks like they're kicking the hell out of us. So where do we have open airfields? Now, we could do... Okay, that is 1,200 spaces for airplanes. This is 400. There's nothing here. So let's just take all of these guys. And let's see. Yeah, these are naval bombers, strategic. Okay, we're good. Let's put 300 fighters here. And of course, they will be slowly replaced by our more modernized fighters, but yeah, I'm okay with that. In fact, yeah, let's put them up to 400. There we go. All right, I'm happy with that. Next. Ooh, how are they reaching us here in southern China? Alright, well, I'm sure we have some fighters lying around. Interwar fighters, fighter 1, interwar fighter, interwar fighters, interwar fighter. Okay. That's 190 fighters. Most of them are antiquated, unfortunately, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and do that and see how that works. Does that work at all? Okay, good. We do have complete air supremacy in all the zones that we care about now, so I am happy about that. And we are sinking Japanese subs. Heavy cruiser. All right. All right. I am happy about that. And speaking of cruisers, guys, there's another sub. Excellent. We are building... Let's have a look at our naval production here. What do we got? Still building tons of convoys because I'm always going to have a complex about that now, guys. Like, for that time that we were short on convoys forever, I am now never going to be out of convoys because I'll always be building with at least 15 dockyards. So, all right. So we are making the 1940 subs, but we are also making the early cruiser hull B, which I know this one can be upgraded, but we're so close to finishing it on the 10th of March. But I think this deserves a more proper name. Let's call this one the Mike Tannic. The last Mike Tannic, if you guys didn't know, got sunk in the Ottoman campaign, and I've never had the guts to make another Mike Tannic because it literally got trashed and sunk maybe like 2 months after it completed production. So I'm going out on a limb here for you guys. I want to show you that I have guts, and we are going to make the Mike Tannic work. Okay. And in other news, let's go ahead and check out... actually, let's take this down. The speed down by just a bit. No non-aggression packs. Not doing that. How are we doing on stealing blueprints? 98 days. That, I think we can get finished this episode. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we can do that. And we have a brand new mountain division. Let's just put them into the Marine Task Force to train, which is what I've done with a lot of our divisions here, guys. I'm just training them. So that's fine. Do we have a second? We do, and possibly a third. Alright. Free France? No. No, we are not sending non-aggression pacts that we are inevitably going to break. Sorry, guys. You're just going to have to deal with that. Holy crap, look at us. Okay. See, now we're cooking with fire, guys. We sank Japanese battleship, 2 destroyers, because we are flooding our navy in this zone right here. And I'm just guessing that it's the fact that the Japanese have been sustaining our bombing runs for so long that they're able to, that we are able to actually bomb them and get them knocked out. But, yeah, their naval supremacy far outmatches ours. So what are we going to do with these guys? I think let's put them back to port for now. Just for now. We're not going to push our luck. Okay, and we do have a brand new submarine, so let's get him training. It's a sub 3? Yes, it is. Yeah, so let's get all of our ships back to ports. And we did get the portable radios for our intel agency, which I'm really happy about. And what we do need next is more decryption. We have pretty good passive defense. Yeah, let's finish out our decryption. And what that's going to do, it's going to take 10 of our civilian factories, but that's okay. That's okay. It's totally worth it. Let's see. What are we looking like here on factories? Yeah, we're fine, guys. We're fine on factories. Yeah, I'm not too concerned about this at all. But let's go ahead and get these anti-aircraft things done. Alright, we did finish the focus force loans, which I believe will help us reduce inflation going forward. But before I trust that entirely, because what I'm trying to do, guys, is get down here and get the extra research slot, but we would have to take hyperinflation to do that, and I don't think that is wise at all. Alright, so yeah, now is the question. What do we do? I am very tempted to start this focus tree, the mission to the Soviet Union, just to see what would happen. And as it turns out, we have to sit here and go through our decisions to see what the last focus gave us. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. And what do our decisions look like now? We're still doing war bonds. That's good. Forced loans. Okay. What this does is it reduces inflation. Replace heavy inflation with moderate inflation. Consumer goods factories minus 5%. Okay. That does affect our stability and war support, but we are going to go ahead and take that decision. And what is our... Yeah, we have moderate inflation right now. So as soon as that's done, guys, we will actually be in a much better position. And then we can pursue that 6th research slot. Or 5th, I should say. We only have 4 right now. And we are researching nukes, planes, transports, paratroopers. Good. Alright. So we are starting to make a dent here in Straits of Malacca. We're still getting divisions, guys. Still getting divisions. Like, I can't place them fast enough. This is a port defense unit, so let's go ahead and put them into the Coastal Defense Army. And I know that there is a port somewhere that is not being guarded correctly. I just have to remember where it went. Was it that? No, well, it can't be that. But let's bring it down here anyway, just for now. Because I have a plan for them. Alright, we are now facing naval invasion in northern China. Maybe that's where we should put the division. I mean, I can't imagine the Japanese are going to land many. They never do. They don't have the divisions to land on us. I mean, check this out. What was it last time they had? Like maybe 13 divisions? Yeah, they have 18 to 30 now. And I guarantee, since that number is significantly higher than it was last episode, that they're all garbage. Absolute garbage. Things that are not going to help them in the long run. So, our fuel is having some serious problems here. Where is all of it going? The Air Force. The Navy is now back in port, so it is the Air Force that's really tearing up our fuel, but it's also necessary. I'm not willing to reduce our Air Force operations here. Oh, and they're trying to get some superiority, but we're shooting them down. Huh. Well, you know, we might have to import anyway, guys, because if you recall, we are making strategic bombers now. What do we have? Oh, okay, we only have 16 of them. But we also have 308 spare naval bombers. That is huge. That is actually huge. So yeah, what we're gonna do in that case is definitely up our naval bombers. Let's take this wing up to 300, get another 100 naval bombers, and make a separate wing, the naval bomber 2s. Oops, oopsie, no, not you. 278 more naval bombers. Oh yeah, this is gonna be absolute gold, guys. Now we have 856 naval bombers here, and I do not expect them to be able to overcome that. So let's go ahead and make this 300 as well. All right, now I'm happy with that. But what I'm really looking forward to here are the strategic bombers, and perhaps we should be putting more factories into that rather than close air support and other such things. Yeah, let me take that down, because we are plussed up on close air support. And tanks we're doing just okay with. Fighters we're still upgrading. Not going to touch those. And infantry equipment we are upgrading as well. Okay, so we got 3 more factories into the strategic bomber 2s, but I would like to make that higher. So let's actually just take 1 away from naval bombers and put it into strategic bombers, because we need to start bombarding the Japanese mainland, the home islands here, and get them back on the defensive, because what is going to happen to them is we are going to bomb out all their factories to the point where, I mean, they're already having a very tough time fielding divisions that of any consequence, but if we start to attack their supply, their production, then it's basically lights out for the Japanese, and I expect some help from the United States soon. I've never made it this far into the war where the U.S. wasn't already invading them, but it could also be because I decolonized the U.S. So, yeah, all of these islands here are mostly independent, so they're not properties of Japan or the U.S., meaning that the U.S. can't just use them for whatever the hell they want. And I knew that was going to make our job a bit more difficult, which is why I did it, but still, that's fine. Let's go ahead and put the dockyards into submarines, because we just finished the Titanic, I believe. The ship Titanic, did we not? Oh, behold, guys. Behold this machine of war. The Titanic. Early cruiser hull. Very basic, but still terrifying. Okay, so let's get them both into the training fleets. All these guys need to kind of stay where they're at. We are finally being invaded by the Japanese Navy. And are we going to hold? We are going to hold. Although I would like to not hold. I would actually like for them to land their divisions here. So we'll see. Let's see this. Machine-assisted decryption. Let's go ahead and finish this off. We will finish our own encryption with the government cipher school. And let's get this guy out of here. Come on. Retreat. Retreat. Let them land. There we go. Alright, actually stop that. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We're gonna nail them. That's 3 more Japanese divisions dead in the ground. Goodbye. Someone want to take that? Okay, thank you. Actually, you can stay. Okay. Well, that was anticlimactic. What are Japanese casualties at this juncture? I wonder. 2.44 million. Man. And we have done 2 million of that. So yeah, we are Japan's greatest enemy right now, which I obviously are supposed to be playing as China, but still. Alright. So now that our Navy is actually going to be slightly more powerful, I think. I do want to get the Mictanic trained up before we assign it to our main fleet and try to sink some more Japanese ships in here. I'm going to leave that up to our Air Force for now to do all the sinking and killing. Because we do have 970 airplanes. Yeah, and I don't... I wish we had a better airstrip from which to launch our planes, because the Straits of Malacca, that's not Japan's most vital sea lane. I know it's not. Their vital sea lanes are usually out here and closer to the Sea of Japan, but whatever. Whatever, it's fine. We do have a new factory. Let's put that into strategic bombers. How are we doing on resources? Okay. We're doing better than we ever have been before, so I'm actually not upset about that. But yeah, I think we should probably build some more airfields here to flood the Sea of Japan. But where can we? Ooh, probably right here. I think that would actually be a wise move. We'll see where this thing actually builds. Because that's also where I want to launch our strategic bombers from. Oh, it's way up there. Okay. Well, you know, no, that's fine. That's actually fine. So what we'll do, since the Japanese have obviously tried to avoid us here, let's just take one of these wings of 300. Where can we set it? Yeah, we'll go in the Sea of Japan. See what we can bomb there. Because I know that the Japanese are going to be patrolling in here, maintaining naval superiority, which is fine. That's actually exactly what I want to have happen. But we should probably also consider moving some air superiority assets there. But are we building this up? Let me just double check. Yes, we are. Okay, good. Good, good. And we also finished all of our new rounds of oil refineries, which means we are making a really good amount of oil right now. Uh-oh. Oh, and there it all goes. That's fine. All right, as long as the Japanese aren't trying to intercept us here, I believe that we'll be fine. Okay, we got Government Cipher School. Now we could do machine-assisted encryption. So let's go ahead and do that. I don't want anyone to get their hands on our goodies. And guys, we have just over a month left before we steal military blueprints from the freaking Germans, finally. It's taken us long enough. Alright. So how are we doing down here? Sinking convoys. They're likely troop convoys, which is good, but no non-aggression pacts. I thought we made that clear. Did we not? Oh, beautiful, guys. Beautiful. We finished the Camco P-60, which I believe is the next fighter. Is it? Is it? No, that's our new heavy fighter, guys. That's going to be our bomber escorts. Excellent. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, so let's go ahead and... we need to increase our Special Forces cap. Because we have a lot of mountain divisions training and we have a lot of marine divisions, so we are going to need these paratroopers. So I did want to start the Special Forces train here, and we are going to finish transport ships in 3 days as well. So We will see, guys. We will see. And we are about to be invaded again. And I'm kind of willing to let these guys just land. Let's see what happens if we just get the hell out of the way. No, you too. Alright, got the transport ship. Naval invasion capacity. There we go. Finally. Landing crafts. No, we don't need to do those back-to-back necessarily. What we should do next is construction 5. Because that's what we really need. So we'll do construction 5. I'm going to try to let the Japanese land there. You know, however I can. Can we now? Okay, so now we are able to actually assign divisions to attack via naval invasion because we did get the naval transports. But here's the problem. Yeah. Okay, we can stop training you. Yeah, we're not anywhere near close enough to having naval supremacy. I mean, we are bombing the hell out of them here, wherever they are, but let's go ahead and check out our Navy again. Because I'm curious now. I want to make sure... Okay, so the Mike Tannic is trained up to level 2. That's going to have to be good enough. The Zhougang, also not very well trained, but let's get it in there. And let's get our fleet back out and patrolling here, the Straits of Malacca, and see what happens. Yeah, the enemy naval supremacy is pretty high. Yeah, and we're nowhere near close enough to getting them, to getting our way here. But again, the Japanese are, they're growing weaker. They are growing weaker. And the way I'm going to assure that they stay going weaker is this. Let's go ahead and put out our first round of strategic bombers. There's 46 of them there. Yes? Okay, let's put that up to 100. And I know that they're probably going to get chewed up. Just by sending them to the home islands unsupported. But let's go ahead and see what happens. Because what would our... Where's the closest our fighters could get? Here we go. Yeah, our fighters just can't reach it. Even if we put them up here, they're not reaching the home islands. We need heavy fighters. Shit. So you know what that means. We have to build a lot more military factories. So let's go ahead and do that. And we are running out of space, guys. So we might have to do the land appropriation decision. But we'll see. We will see. Okay, so our bombers are flying. They're not being intercepted yet, probably because the Japanese haven't figured out that we're bombing them. And of course, you know, 49 fighters, or 49 bombers isn't enough to do fucking anything. Really, they're gonna miss. They're all gonna miss, but that's okay. Alright, we got yet another military factory, which we will put into strategic bombers. Let's move this up. I want our strap bombers to get priority on the aluminum. And can we possibly trade for any more with anyone? You guys are killing me here. Yeah, we'll just take it all. Whatever you can offer us. Alright. Another 7 here from the Netherlands. Sure, I guess. Yeah, now we're only down by 56. And 72 steel. How did that happen? Low trade influence, of course. We need to get our spies back in action. I really need them to finish stealing blueprints so that we can really start to influence these different countries here. Alright, mission to the Soviet Union. Success. Success. And now what we're going to do, guys, is go back here and start to go back towards the rural schooling focus, because that gives us a research slot, and we have the ability to reduce inflation through decisions now. So we will go ahead and just eat this. This will increase our inflation, but let's have a look at our decisions. Because I do want to make sure we get that done. Recruitment in Asia, take national leadership. Where are we? No, oh, war bonds. We can do war bonds again. All right. Now, we can't do that decision just yet, but I assume that it will come back around so we can get rid of that kind of inflation. So I don't want to devalue Chinese currency that badly. My goodness gravy. Okay, and let's see. We should be targeting... I would like to target... we'll see. Yeah, I would actually like to target their naval production facilities more than anything else. Their dockyards. So that's what we will do for them. Yeah. Just their dockyards. Really start to try to take the piss out of their navy. Because that's what I'm focusing in on right now. Alright, and we did government cipher school. We got machine-assisted encryption. I'm pretty sure they won't be able to see any more of our stuff. But I would like to do one more round of passive defense just in case. Because, again, we have all of our spies out and about. None of them are... Alright, Cipher First and King is fully decrypted. What about Kazakhstan? Alright, who is all in a faction with Russia? Because they're still kind of in a stalemate with the German Reich, so... I don't know. You know what? Let's go for the German Reich again. We may as well. It can only help us. And it's too bad we can't sell intelligence or something like that. Like, trade intel for, like, an American-made tank, which even American-made tanks, as crappy as they were in World War II, are still better than Chinese-made tanks in this period, anyway. Okay, so we got 3 more. Oh, yes, 3 more factories, all going into strategic bombers. We're going to have to trade for even more stuff. Another 8 rubber. How much more steel? My God. This is disgusting. I shouldn't have to be doing this. Okay, that's a little better. We're still trading for 1 too many steel. That's fine. We'll do that. Okay. They don't like the fact that we are trading with so many other people, but I'm sorry, if you would have given me the amount of aluminum I asked for in the first place, we wouldn't be in this situation now, would we? More strategic bombers. Oh, wow, look at that, guys. Now it's really coming home. We just sank 2 heavy cruisers, 6 destroyers with airplanes alone. That, I am impressed by us. I like us right now. No military access. Don't need those ciphers. I am really curious to see how our bombers are progressing here. Let's go for the months. Days, maybe. Okay, they're doing all right. They're doing all right. They are making some progress, but yeah, obviously that number of bombers is going to have to come up dramatically before we ever dream of doing anything against them. Oh boy. Uh-oh. We're in combat with them? Look at those numbers, guys. Look at those numbers versus ours. This is not good. We just lost 26. Oh my God. Oh God, this is not good. We should have massive air superiority here, so I don't really care if we get into a big fight with them. But I know we're doing damage to their ships. If nothing else, we are probably damaging them heavily. Right? Okay, here's another submarine. Let's go ahead and get him in here. The submarine is trained enough. Level 2 is fine. I'm trying to get as many boats out here as we can get. But we do only have the 3 capital ships. But that includes the USS Titanic. Oh, we could do it. We could do it. We could launch the invasion. Let's go. Let's go. Let's launch. Go. Alright, we got the improved armored car 3. Why was I doing that exactly? And why did I just get that? Oh, we just stole a blueprint. Well, no kidding. That's why. Alright. Yeah, we just stole our first blueprint, guys. The Armored Car 3. The most useless thing that I could ever have hoped to ask for from the Germans. You sons of bitches. You guys are all bad at your jobs. You should all be sorry, and I kind of don't like you. Okay, let's go ahead. We'll send Mr. Fedora and Monocle here to the US to help out our trade. That's what we need to do with them. These other two guys, what they can do, let's infiltrate Japan. We'll set up an intel network there. Let's make sure that it does get set up. So I'll set both of them there because we're going to carry out some operations against them. And we really desperately need to influence trade with America because look at all of that aluminum that we are missing out on. Let's go ahead and trade for 5 more there. Yeah, there's just not a lot of aluminum to go around, guys. Interesting. Just sank another light cruiser. Oh, this is gorgeous. Another destroyer. 2 light cruisers, another destroyer. They can't be keeping up with this kind of production, can they? Let's have a look at their navy. We don't have great naval intelligence, but it is significantly smaller. Their navy is significantly smaller than what it used to be. They now only have 68 to 92 ships, whereas before it was like 150. We did get paratroopers 1. Let's go ahead and get paratroopers 2 while we're here. Because of all these special forces units, paratroopers are the most delicate. If you don't get them right, when you drop them off, then you're going to be sorry. So let's go ahead and cancel. We don't need any more Marines. Don't need any more mountain divisions. Yeah, we can cancel this. That's fine. And we might be out of special forces slots. That could be the problem. Oh, and we are really short on mechanized. No wonder. No wonder we're not making armored divisions. Okay. Well, we'll fix that. Let's train some paratroopers. And let's set them down south here. Kind of towards the targets that we're going to be going for. Let's add a unit. So we're making 2. And let's edit. Oh, yeah, that's bad, guys. That's bad. Okay, so let's get these guys to be a little bit more girthy. And I know their job is not to be main battle divisions, but that's gotta change. Can do logistics, support artillery, and I will actually, what I will do is do 1 anti-tank battalion and 1 artillery, I think. Artillery, and then we'll make this 7. So they're 18 width. So you know what we could do? Let's make them 20. No, that puts us over the special forces limit. So, yep, we'll remove that. And we might not be able to do any of this. I wasn't even looking at that. Okay, so the most we can have is 4. 4 regiments of paratroopers. Anti-tank, artillery. We'll do 2 artillery, 1 anti-tank, 1 anti-aircraft. These guys are actually, what am I saying? We can't do that. They are not airdroppable. So here's what we're gonna do. We'll leave it at 4. Oh god, I hate that though. That's okay. That's okay. It's okay. They're purpose-driven units. We will do support anti-tank. We'll give them all the support in the world to offset the fact that there are only 4 regiments of infantry there. Okay, so that's what we're going to do there, guys. Build that. Ugh, that's really frustrating. And did we win? We did win. We landed, guys. We landed. We are now taking Japanese territory. They weren't even guarding it from the looks of it. So let's send 1 division up and around. Around and around we go. Let's send these 3 down to Maidan. A la Man of Maidan, I'm guessing. And the rest of you guys, except the 4 Marine divisions, come here. Wait, where the hell are you? Oh. Oh, well, that's why. Come here. Come on down. We're not going to send, like, our entire army to take these provinces, but we are going to send substantial forces because I suspect that's... whoa. I suspect that they will react pretty strongly to us invading them there. And we did sink a Japanese aircraft carrier. Take that, you bastards. Alright, so let's come on down, guys. Come on down. Keep it coming. And we will keep... Let's keep one infantry division here at the port just to be absolutely safe. No reason to not be. Oh, God, yeah. They're just taking out our aircraft left and right. But look at that. Look at the trade-off. All those aircraft, that's fine. Because we just took out a second Japanese carrier. That is absolutely brilliant. And how is our bombing campaign in the home islands going? Good. They're not opposing us yet, which is really odd. I thought they would be. But we are bombing their naval facilities there. And pretty much dominating everywhere in the ocean, too. So I'm happy about that. Let's go ahead and put one more factory into Strategic Bomber 2s. And what kind of resources are we going to gain down here? Wow, look at that. 229 rubber, 43 aluminum. Okay, so our aluminum problems are about to be at least aided. Not solved, but greatly helped. We got... What was that? Passive defense? Okay. Let's go ahead and finish off our intel departments. I want to do Navy and Air Force, which we have not done yet. And we're just gobbling up this territory. They're not ever going to be able to stop us. And where are you guys going? And why? Okay, there we go. There we go. Oh, I'm so happy with this outcome. I can't believe they weren't guarding it at all, but I kind of can. Because you guys saw how few divisions they actually have right now. And I'm also quite proud that we were able to gain just enough naval superiority to launch that invasion. You know, for speaking of nothing else, that's pretty incredible. Send you to the Western Army. Anyone else? Nope. Another destroyer down. Alright, good. Yeah, they're just on the retreat. The Japanese are. And I'm so happy about that. Alright, let's keep coming down. No, 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 no. You all come down here. Got another division. Excellent. So that means we should be able to improve our Special Forces cap soon. As long as we're not training any other SF. And we're not. Okay, good. And I'm guessing it's looking like they're not going to resist us at all, guys. Yeah, I don't think they're going to resist us here. Or they're trying to scramble divisions over and probably having a really rough time because our planes are just smashing anything that floats through here, especially troop convoys, so... Alright, how are you doing? About to take them? Alright, good. Let's make you come down here. Let's take up the coastline down that way. No, hang on. Actually, do this, and then this, and all the way to that. There we go. Yep. Drive, drive, drive. Keep going, guys. Easiest and most valuable territory I've likely ever gotten in Hearts of Iron 4. I've never gotten so much valuable territory resource-wise with no resistance. Just literally walking on through. And, okay, looks like they do have a Japanese division at Palembang. We will attack with the Marines. Let's see. You there. You come south. an attack. I know it's across a river, which is bad, but that's alright. Oh, okay. No, we're good. Got it in the bag. Done. Too easy. And looks like we are capturing some military factories. Yeah, we captured 3, in fact. So, what we're going to do, let's start to make those heavy fighters, because I know that our bombers are going to need that escort sooner or later. The Japanese aren't going to ignore us forever. And yes, that's going to eat up even more aluminum. Son of a bitch. Alright. What are you doing? Yeah, you come down here. And take up all this. Hoop, hoop, and hoop. Okay. Hungry hippos. No, don't do that. Don't. Oh, I hate that thing. It's so aggravating. Alright. Got yet another division for the Western Army. No non-aggression pact with you, British Rajasthan. I'm sorry. I know they're going to start to look hungrily at all of our resources now, too. So that's another reason I'm just not going to be instant friends with them. Plus, we're going to take them over at some point. So there's always that. Yes! Oh, it's about to go down, guys. We now have a nuclear reactor. And what I am going to do with that is something terrible. Because that's what I do. We are still half a year ahead on this, but I don't want to wait for the Japanese to get the bomb first. So we are going to eat that penalty of 341 days and start to develop nuclear bombs, guys. That's what we're going to do, and we're going to win. And while we're at it here, I am out of time for this episode. I think we have done some great things. We are finally really just gobbling up Japanese territory. We're bombing them at home. We stole a blueprint from the Germans. We're just all over the place. So if you enjoyed this, please be sure to subscribe and leave a comment if you guys have a suggestion, or if you're seeing something that I'm not seeing, something grave, like game ending that I might miss, which I do sometimes. In any case, I can't wait to see you back in the next episode. See you guys later. Bye-bye.